What's up, mother subbers, and welcome back to Zelly Gaming, and welcome back to Astroneer Lost in Space with me, Lost Soul. Now I've got a plan. Welcome back, and I'm sticking to it, and I'm going to be striving to get this truck underway. So I'm going to go hit this pod first up, go see what good is inside it. Some copper and some fuel, and I'm going to go pick up this research that was over here and take that back to base, because this will yield something very good. Now I'm sure you're 100% guaranteed to get a good research out of this instead of a material, or just a really high chance of it. So I'm going to run this back to the research bay. Sun's coming up and it is shining. Now, as I say, I'm attempting to get a lot done today, get this resin field picking and get the end bays finished on the other side of the base, and try and research until I get a truck. We'll plonk that on there, open it up. We got a research. Let's see what we get. Oh, awesome, we got a tray platform. So that's perfect with the fuel condensers and the tray platform put together, and we've got unlimited resources at hand. So that is a very lucky find, but it's still not the truck. So I'm just going to empty my backpack and go find this resin, put this fuel over where it belongs, down the other side of the base, where we're going to have the tray platform and the fuel condensers. So once I've dropped this, I'm going to head out to the resin field and get to work. And I'm going to leave you with this. Resin Rampage! Quick as a flash, I'm back, and I'm going to use all this to the best of my ability and make this flower head by bringing these out and doing it in a line of nodes as well, which are going to be platforms. So I've got to try and get it equal side, but unfortunately the same branch on the other side is now platform, so I'm going to have to work a way around that. So I'm just going to pull this one out straight, line them up, and then start looking at curving them slightly so it brings it round. That should be enough. One, there we go. Another resin on there, and I'll eventually come out this way and start bringing it forwards now, and then back around again on the next node. Just looking at it now, I've got 3 nodes there on the right that I can pull forwards. 2 will be fuel condensers and 1 will be a tray platform. The fuel condensers to feed both the shuttle and the tray platform that will be there. So this first one will come out about here and just angle the rest of them. If I come out straight, it'll be a bit tighter. There we go. And the next one. There we go. So it's looking right. Pull that forwards. It shouldn't interfere when they build. They'll be quite close together. They shouldn't merge. Now pull the final one out, which will be the tray platform. And then I'll do another node off the end one here. Coming in more, just getting that curve. So now I'm going to need some more resin. After I pulled this last one out, it should be okay, it shouldn't come out too far. Well, I'm going to go get some more resin, so I'll leave you with another
Resin Rampage!
I'm sure you guys have seen enough footage of me going out and collecting compounded resin, so I thought I'd just kind of speed them up from now on so I can fit more into the videos that you kind of want to see and it's not too boring for you, because you've all seen that now. That's the tray platform, that won't need to come in, that one will just go further out. And again, the design of it is kind of to go with the trees and the plant life. I'm going to do what is kind of like a flower's head on this side, and on the other side I've got like a leaf pattern to the base with all the research, the smelters and the printers on. On this side has got a whole tray platforms, condensers and the shuttle. So it's always important to build two vehicle bays, one for your shuttle and one for your vehicles, because the shuttle takes a permanent spot on the vehicle bay that it's been built on. I'll just continue with these nodes, just going to pull this one out around here just to keep the symmetry a bit similar to the other side. This should be a printer. Now, having a printer over this side of the base will stop me from travelling to the other side. It'll be just a bit more efficient when I need storage trays, solar panels and wind turbines when I start to travel to different planets, depending on what the weather conditions are there and what you need in terms of power, that we can just attach it to our shuttle or our spaceship and be off. So just to finish off these pods, I'm going to pull the next one out a bit more of a sharper angle, just then I can start the turn for the next part, and then add bays on them. So for now I'm off again.
Resin Rampage!
I'll just steal this research on the way past, take that back to base and see if I get lucky. Again, from these you're likely to get components or compounds or resin. The research itself, we'll just plonk it on here. Come on. Nope. Nope. Come on. On we go. There we go. Let's give this a whirl and see what we get. Oh, still useful, but not what we want. Desperately trying to get this truck today. I think we've all been waiting enough. So just empty this aluminium and compound onto the printer, head over, use the rest of this resin up, and then I'm gonna go mining and get the aluminium and copper that I need to build my truck for when I finally get it. So I'm going to bring these nodes in now, just like the opposite side. They're not going to be completely symmetrical, but that's because I built a printer on the other side there, as you can see. But hey, doesn't have to be perfect, but looking good doesn't hurt it. That's the second one. We just need, oh dear, and there it is, another storm. So I'm going to head in and learn from last time. Take too many blocks to the head, will kill you. Even though you just spawn back at your habitat, it's no biggie. Finally, it's come.
Bye, have a beautiful time.
I'll see you later, alligator. Right, back to where we were. Finishing these nodes on the side of the base. Come on, rock, out the way. So again, we've got 2 nodes. We need a third one to be brought out and in, and then 2 more on the end. So we'll come along and then in again, and this will be the trade platform on this side. So on either side we've got 2 fuel condensers, 4 fuel condensers altogether, and 2 trade platforms. That should be plenty, gives us enough for what we need, and we're going to need a lot of lithium because we're going to need a lot of batteries. Now I think I've built enough for the base where I'm happy, where I can move on to my next objective, which is to get down that mine. It's looking pretty similar, very symmetrical either side, but that's enough for now. I need to move on if I'm going to get anything done today. So first off, I need to find where my mine is, and I'm also going to need some compound because I need some tethers to take down there. So I'm going to go look for some compound now, and I'll see you shortly, and leave you with a
Compound Rampage.
No, I was struggling to find this mine because the archway is too far away from the base. I'm going to build a smaller archway just to indicate, because it doesn't always load in, so it's not always easier to see. So I just build 2 pegs either side and then just bridge it over, and that way it should help me. I just got to remember it's on the left. What considering which do you think is the left? Both the left and research bay. So it should be high enough. Pull this bad boy over and finally get down into this mine and do some damage. So it's the archway complete. Celebrate by going through, and see you down in the cave. Now that I'm tethering down here, just a little tip when you want to leave permanent tether lines inside caves, which I'm probably going to leave one because I'm going deep down into that hole. Now, whoa, sliding. Hey, that was lucky. So my plan is to build a ramp right down to the base there. So the tip is, if you put them on the left of a cave entrance when you're going down, if you have them on the left when you're walking, you have left for leaving, and when you're walking back they'll be on your right hand side and right for returning. That's a little tip I got off Neebs Gaming for when they did Neebs Sylvania, and it seems to serve well in any survival cave dwelling games that I've played. So I'm just trying to get a level here, so I think that's just going more or less flat. So I'm just going to lower it down and then put my flattening tool and just try and flatten that to get a good level. So I think that's peaking downwards. The key is just to hold your right trigger, just make sure you keep tethered up. So with that nasty gas there to your left, keep tethered up so your energy keeps going, and just gently just walk forwards, swishing leftwards and right. So this is going to work awesome. So it didn't take long to get too much of a level, because sometimes it can be a faff. So now we're down to the bottom. Oh, be careful of those pink and red plants. If you get too close to them, they shoot out like a spike, a shard, and it does do you some damage. So I'm just going to tether off here, and if you look down here, it is abundant with metallics. So you've got a field of copper there, 2 huge fields of aluminium, some gas, a strange plant over on the right, loads of caves, more copper just underneath the archway there under the bridge, and loads of those deadly plants. So I'm just going to cut a little section out to help me get down. Oh, we got a bit too deep, just flatten that off. Look how the aluminium glows like a red hot pink. It's crazy. Just gently get down here, tether down, give me some more oxygen. Researching the ground, it's unusual, especially for that shape. It's usually found on trees and things. So there's hydrogen there, more hydrazine, some fuel, some more plants, and copper's mixed up there. I need some more tethers. I think I'm going to go for that other copper field that I've seen over on the right. It's quite isolated and near everything else really for the aluminium. Oh, there's 3 fields of aluminium. That's fantastic. It'll give me plenty to build for my truck, or trucks. Just have another quick look, try and grab a cheeky thumbnail. But you can search for days down here. There's loads of little caverns, and they might be this deep and wide as you go further down, because that's quite a big gap down there. It is huge. So, waste no more time and go get this copper. So vivid the colours. So tether this over a bit more. Oh dear, there's some gas plants right in the middle of it. I'm hoping they won't cause too much of a stink. Let's get to work. There's also energy mixed in, some power mixed in the ground with it there, so that's going to be a bit of a nuisance. I might pick some of that up. Just being, oh god, no, 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 no. Too close, too close, too close. You have to be quite a distance not to get hit by them, but luckily enough I didn't die, because there was 2 plants, so there was two hits worth. That nasty fart gas. So let's get the rest of this copper ore. Should be good to go. Just make sure I don't miss any. There's a bit there to the right. There we go. I think that's everything. Awesome. So fill this bad boy in. Especially now I've got plenty of energy. We're sucking up the energy from the floor. I think it's still daytime upstairs. So the aim is to run this run this copper upstairs, come back down, get enough aluminium, and then continue researching. Just dump this energy that I've got in my backpack. I've got 2 lots of it there, and there's some organic. I'll get rid of the organic first, in case I need the power. So I'm going to head back upstairs. Oh, in fact, I'm going to grab that research. Since I'm going up, may as well use the force. I'm not going to do another bad Yoda impression. Wow, this one's got a blue stripe across it as well, so I've never seen that before. So there might be something special about this one. So, I'm going to speed it up and get moving. And finally we're back at base. So I'm just going to put this research, this strange research with the blue band on, and see what we get. come on, come on, come on, come on. Finally we got the truck in just in time. That is perfect timing. Just need the aluminium now, but oh, that was a godsend. Once I've got that copper smelted, I'm going to go get some more aluminium and get this truck built. Now that I've finally got everything I need to build it. And it is going to be awesome. No more running around back and forth, back and forth. We can get large quantities of everything and really start moving in the right direction.